All right. So, let's see. Fresh back from Mexico. Yeah, so the cafe latte is very tasty. I tried it yesterday. If you like coffee, it's excellent. Um, so I did that. Nothing else really on the Beachbody front to really talk about. One thing that I do want to talk about is, okay, I'm going to try to say this in a very nice way, even though it might come across in a mean way. But I was I was upset to see that nobody on the team signed up for the Punta Cana trip. It's kind of frustrating because I think we have a lot of coaches on the team who really want to make their business work, and they want to make things happen, and they want to set big goals, and they want these big amazing things to happen. And there was so much talk about this trip and these Success Club trips in general, and how they're such a big business driver, because there's always that thing in the back of your head saying, I need to get these Success Club points because I need to earn the money for this trip. And we have all these coaches apparently on this team who want to make these big things happen in their business, but they're not willing to take the steps to make it happen. So I guess I'm kind of questioning, like, how important is it to the coaches on this team to really make their business work? I mean, it's great to have these big important whys, but these almost like pushers or these motivators, these are like the extra kick in the butt to really make your business work every month, the entire year. This is what happens. So when it comes to that point where there's like 5 or 6 days left in the month, almost like there is right now, and you're at 0 Success Club points, there's that extra thing in the back of your head, like, man, if I don't get these points this month, I'm not earning any money towards that trip. And this one in particular, like, you need to earn a certain number of Success Club points, over the course of the first 3 months, or they boot you right out of the trip anyways. Like, you have to have 10 points in the first 3 months. So, I mean, there's all these different drivers that the trip really pushes you to do, but yet nobody is like willing to put the extra skin in the game to make it happen. I realize that there's cost up front. Totally get it. $300. Understand. Got it. Okay. But seriously, if you only had to pay $300 to go to Punta Cana with somebody else, I can almost guarantee you 100% that person you invite would pay you $300 to go to Punta Cana. I'll tell you that right now. That would happen. Okay, that kind of stuff can happen. So that, remember, the trips are always you plus one. So there's always ways to get the entire trip paid for. Okay, because that other person that you're going to bring with you, if it's just a friend or a buddy or whatever, I'm telling you, $300 is well worth it to go to Punta Cana, to an all-inclusive resort, to have a good time over the course of like 4 days. All they're paying is their flight, and they're paying $300. Will they do that? I'm guessing, yeah. I'd do it. I'd do it in a second. So, yeah, I get it. I get it up front. The $300 seems like a lot. But, man, is that such an extra motivator. Like, not only do I not want to pay another $1,200 to go on this trip, I already paid $300 to go. So what do I need to do to make all that money back? And on top of that, all the stuff you're doing, all the things you're doing, all the Success Club points you're earning to pay off that trip, to pay off the extra $1,200, all of that is earning you money at the same time. That $300 could be back like this, that quick. You know what $300 is? $300 is 10 challenge packs. That's $400. Are you going to sell 10 challenge packs over the course of this entire year? I would hope so, if you're pretty serious about your business. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that's 20 Success Club points. What is that? 4 months in Success Club 5. You know, obviously a lot of you are looking to be consistent in your business. Getting Success Club 5 every month, we talked about a million times. That's the easiest way to do it. That's the consistency in your business, Success Club 5. You do that for 4 months straight, $400 in your pocket. There's your $300 back for that $300 you put in. So I just wanted to say it was like a little disheartening that nobody wanted to do that, to take that step, to get the extra kick in the butt. And I mean, I talked about it with other SC trips. I was in the same boat as you guys. I'm looking at it like, what? You want me to deposit how much money? Are you crazy? I'm not going to do that because I don't know what's going to happen in my business. That's what I would say, right? If you're still saying that right now, you're not doing something right because you're in complete control of what happens in your business. But until you start taking these little steps, until you start telling yourself, like, I'm 100% in control of what happens in my business, nothing is going to happen. If you keep staying afraid, nothing's going to happen. You have to be willing to kind of like, you know, jump in, you know. You're like leaning over the edge. You have to take the jump. You don't know what's over the edge. You know, you don't know what's there. You're going into the unknown, right? But you can figure it out. You can make everything happen. You know? I mean, honestly, who's it on? How many Success Club points do you want to get this month? You want to get 10? Okay, who's gonna get 10 points? You are. Who's gonna make it happen? You are. Okay? I hear the excuses all the time. Well, nobody wants to buy any challenge packs. Wrong. That's totally incorrect. I mean, I can show you coaches that are selling 20, 30 challenge packs a month. How are they doing that? It's not magic. It's just they aren't willing to accept that they're not going to do that. So until you can get into that mindset, like, I feel bad like saying it, but your business just doesn't move. And I can only say it because I've already done it. And I don't want you guys to do the same thing. But you have to kind of, I guess, trust me and understand what I'm saying and really believe that. You can say it, but you got to believe it and you got to do it. So, I mean, like I said, I don't want it to sound like I'm like, oh, you guys all suck or anything like that. It's not like that. I get where you're coming from. I understand. I already know because I've done it. But I want you guys to take the next step. It's scary. Yep, I get it. But it's kind of like the cool little diagram you see where it's like your comfort zone and it shows all the stuff in there like easy. Everything's happening. I'm comfortable in this little zone. But what's outside here? New things, success, what you want, dreams, goals, all that stuff is outside of the comfort zone. And the only way you can ever get there is doing something different than you're doing right now. Getting into a different mindset than you're in right now, right? That's why you do your personal development. It helps you think outside the box. And you have to be willing to do that. If you think like 95%, if you think like the 95%, you're going to be in the 95%. That's what's going to happen. And if you want to be different, if you want to be like the successful people, they're like the 5%. But you got to be willing to think like them too. And they think outside of the box. They get outside of the comfort zone. They're willing to do things different that other people aren't willing to do. The things that people say aren't going to work, they're willing to test that. But you have to be willing to do that too. So my thing for all of you guys on the team, if you really want this to work, if you really want your business to tick, some of you have been having these ups and downs, like you're on this roller coaster ride, right? And it's up and down and it's up and down. That happens, right? But you're figuring things out because you're going up. Okay? Even though you might come down sometimes, you're going up. So when you're going up, you're doing things right. Things are happening. You're going to get down in the business sometimes, okay? Coaches sign up and coaches quit. That's on them. You got to let that go. That's going to happen. You know why? Because those people don't believe that they can do this. Okay? They're willing. They want to stay in the 95%. So you got to let them. You can only do so much. Okay, so this year, you have the opportunity to do something different. Okay, if your business isn't where you want it to be, then this is the year you get to do something different. Try something new. What did you want to do last year that you didn't do? What's something that you can do differently in your business that you haven't tried yet? Okay, is there some investment involved? Sure, there might be. Is it worth it? Maybe. Are you willing to invest to try it? That's a decision you get to make. Lots of things out there. People do lots of different things to make this business work. You have to find what makes it work for you. But you got to be willing to do the different. Okay, so I don't know. I guess my ending comment is, this year, do something different. Do something. I would hate for your business to be in exactly the same spot January 25th of 2017 that it's in right now. I don't want it to be there. And I'm hoping if you're building your business, you don't want to be in the same exact spot that you were in today, a year from now. I hope not. I hope we all want to get better. I hope we want our businesses to get bigger. I hope we want to, help more people. I'm hoping we want to do these things because that's what we're doing here. We're helping people be coaches. We're helping people, get healthy and fit. We get to do all this stuff. We get to help people. And by helping people, we grow our business. It's a fantastic system. Okay. So I don't know. That's all I really had to say about that. I was just a little sad because I really wanted to see you guys in Punta Cana. So if you're not on the wait list, at least do that. I mean, at least try. I mean, it sold out in 3 minutes. Okay? The trip sold out in 3 minutes when it opened up to the general. That's fast. Okay? So I can understand if you tried and you didn't get on there, but then you should at least be on the wait.
This might upset you even more, Gavin. But what is Punta Cana again?
What's what?
What's Punta Cana?
Punta Cana is the Success Club trip for next year.
Is it one like every year or?
Yep. It's kind of one of the big reasons you're trying to earn so many Success Club points. All the Success Club points you earn over the course of the year all add up to dollars towards the cost of the trip. So basically, in essence, if you're not signed up for this trip and you earn 100 Success Club points over the course of this year, that could have potentially been like $1,000 towards $1,200 that you needed for a trip to Punta Cana for you and one other person. And I see it happen all the time because you know why? Coaches don't sign up for the trip because they're scared, because they don't believe in themselves, which means they don't know what's going to happen in their business. So they use that excuse to not sign up for the trip. They use the excuse of the unknown to not sign up. And then you know what happens at the end of the year? They freaking killed it. They got like 150 Success Club points over the course of the entire year, which would have paid for their trip in the entirety. And you know what? They ain't going because they didn't believe in the beginning of the year that they could do it. Unfortunately, that's what happens, and it happens to coaches in our team. I know it does. These things are happening. It happens. It's going to happen last year, right? I mean, there's people now that aren't going on the cruise in March that have like 800, 900 cruise dollars. I mean, that pretty much pays for your cabin. It's a done deal. Free cruise, man. Sweet. So that's what I'm saying. You have to believe that you can do it. And if anything, it's that extra little push. It's that extra motivator that you're not going to allow yourself not to earn these points because you need them. You need them for this trip. There's little things like this that happen over the course of the year all the time. You can use them as motivators. You can use them as pushers. But not enough people are taking advantage of them. You know, another one, the one that's coming up in February, the Team Cup. It's a perfect time to make big, huge goals with a team of coaches. Hey, guys, let's get 100 freaking Success Club points together. Why not? Why can't you do that? You can. But is anybody going to set that goal for them and their team? I don't know. But if people believe that they can do something, they will make it happen. I mean, those teams on these freaking cup challenges are earning hundreds of points. Hundreds. And you can't set the goal for your entire team to earn 100 points? Well, you can. But is everybody going to commit to doing that? Does everybody really believe that they can get that many points? I mean, like I said, these are things that you can use. These are things that you can use to drive your business. These are things these are opportunities to try new things, to do things different. I mean, people don't even understand, but the whole cup thing, say you earn 20 Success Club points and do that. Cool, you get these sweet prizes and everything. But if anything else, you learned something. How did you get 20 points? You did something different that you haven't done before. What was it? What was that? Now, why can't you always do that every single month and get 20 points every month? If you fall short, oh, crap, you got 10? Whoops, that's okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. These are these opportunities. You just got to take advantage and do something different. So, there's another one. The cup's coming up. If you're not in a team, find some people, post in the team page, ask around for team, people that only have like 3 or 4 people, so it's a team of 5. Remember, you can only have 1 Lifetime Diamond coach or higher on the team. So, I mean, there's another opportunity. It's coming up quick. So, jump on a team for sure. There's no reason to not be on a team. I mean, no loss, only gains, really, from being on a team.
Right. We got a team. Jason, I forget who else. Lisa, Jen, and who else? We got a team. I know Lisa and Tessa and Lynn are still working on one. They need one more person, but yeah, there shouldn't be a question. It's a no-brainer. There's nothing. You don't lose anything by joining a team. You don't pay anything.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
I can speak from experience. Gavin's like preaching to like me. I know it.
No, it's not just you. That's how
2 years in a row.
I'm not
2 years in a row.
He's talking to me too. I know it.
Huh?
He's talking to me too. I know it.
Well, no, but 2 years in a row, I have not done this because I'm not sure. I'm scared to do it. One, because I'm scared financially that I won't be supported. So I don't do it. And I could have gone on 3 cruises by now, but so if you can do it, you got to do it. Don't hesitate. Don't sell yourself short.
My question is, this team trip, like you sign up for it, make the Success Club points to go on the trip, like you still have to pay for it, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, like if you don't make enough money if you don't make enough money to earn the entire trip, you would just pay for whatever part of it you didn't earn the money for. So like this one, for example, it's a $300 deposit right when you sign up. Boom, $300. After that, the rest of the trip is $1,200. So you can earn the rest of the $1,200 through Success Club points. Every point's worth $5 until you get Success Club 5. Then all your points turn into $10 instead. So if you get Success Club 5 every month, you would earn $50 every week towards that trip. It's basically how it works. So,
well, hypothetical situation. Let's say if you sign up for it, but you don't get enough points. You're like $200 short. Like, do you have to pay for it, or can you drop out of the trip? I mean, how does that?
When you drop out of the trip, you're only going to get a certain amount of your money back that you would have put into it. So basically how it works is they bill you quarterly. So if you have enough money, let's say it's $1,200, right? So every quarter they're going to bill you $300 of the $1,200. If you have enough money earned through Success Club points to cover the $300, then you get billed nothing, and the rest of the money carries over. So every month they're going to try to bill you $300, $300. If you have enough points to cover it, you don't get billed. If you don't, say you only had $200 in successful points, they're going to bill you $100. Basically what happens is if you cancel, you can get a certain amount of the money back that you put into the trip. So the longer you wait to cancel, the less money you can get back that you put into it. That's how it works. But that's the kick in the pants, right? That's the idea. Is like, if we're 3 months away, I'm not going to be canceling. I'm just going to earn it. I'm going to make it happen. That's the idea. That's the push. You know, so those are the things. Like I'm saying here, I'm not trying to call anyone out in particular. I'm talking to everybody. I mean, it really, I'm talking to every single coach on our team. These are the same people that come to me and tell me that they want big things to happen in this business. I'm telling you what you need to do. If you're not doing that, I don't know what else to tell you to help you. I mean, you just have to do exactly what I'm saying to do, and your business is going to work. It's really that simple. Very simple. So, yeah. Well, it's Tough Love Monday, you know. Don't be mad. You need somebody to say this to you. And I'm going to be the guy to do it. So you're either going to love me or you're going to hate me. But if you hate me now and you start listening to what I'm saying and you do it, you'll love me later anyways. So I'm not too worried about it. It's really how it works. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm basically doing the same exact thing that another coach did to me. And you know what? I didn't like him that much. But you know what? I just did what he said, and that's when my business took off. I'm like, yeah, fine. You know what? I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to do everything you tell me to do. And that's when my business got consistent. That's when it happened. And so I have to do the same thing for you guys too. I have to give you the same talk. And you're either going to choose to listen to me or you're going to choose to not listen to me. The choice is yours. I mean, it's your business. You get to do what you want. That's the glory of it. But if you want it to work, I'm telling you how to do it. So up to you guys to take the steps.
Which one did you, the teal or the coral, did you sign up for?
I think I signed up for the teal, whichever one was the earlier one.
Yeah.
I think it's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or something. When?
Okay. If you go in your coach online.
You muted yourself halfway through.
Sorry.
Nice.
If you want to, if you go in your coach online office, which I'm doing right now, and you go under the breaking news and updates, you can get on the wait list. Where can I sign up for the wait list? And there's a link, and I'm going to it right now, and I'm signing up for the wait list.
There you go.
Join me, people. Go on to the teal, April 23rd.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, with the way that they're setting up these trips now where people need to earn a certain number of points and stuff, I'm not going to be surprised if people get starting to jump off the wait list in like the first 3 months. So, I mean, it's fast too. You're going to get an email and you're literally going to have like 24 hours to respond to it. It's going to be like, hey, pulling you off the wait list. You got that $300 deposit, and it's either like yes or no. If you don't answer or you say no, boom, you're gone. Done. So get on the thing. So you're giving yourself the opportunity. At least give yourself the opportunity to make the trip.
Done.
Sooner you sign up, the higher you are on the wait list. It's that easy.
I should have signed up for it like 5 days ago, but too bad. Should have.
Better late than never.
Yep. Done.
So in closing here, the reason that I say this stuff and the reason that I really want you guys to listen to me is because I believe that all of you can do this. Okay, I mean, I talk about it. Even when we were doing like the Super Saturday, I love being around coaches. I love being around people like us that are really interested in helping people. We love health and fitness. We love Beachbody. We love what they talk about. We love their products. I mean, every one of you is awesome and amazing. And I really believe that if you want this to happen, if you really want this business to work, I know each and every one of you can do it. But you just gotta get out of your own way. Like, you have all this potential. Each one of you has all this potential, but you're not allowing it to like flourish. Is what's happening right now. I don't know what it is. For different people, it's different. It's different stories. But there's something that's holding you back from being where you want to be. You got to figure that out. You got to do it. And that's it. But I have like 100% faith in all of this. I really do. And so.
Unless you got heavy fingers. Heavy fingers.
Peck.
She's like on a typewriter. So,
I'm done.
If any of you guys need any help or assistance, or you have questions or concerns, the way I see it is, I know some people jump on the team call every week, and a lot of people don't. So we are recording, and that's for the people that can't make it. I'm hoping that people are watching this are getting the same message. And the reason that I ask if anybody has any questions, this really comes as like kind of like a surprise to me that nobody really ever has any questions. And the reason that it's a surprise to me is because the only reason I don't think that you would have any questions is if your business is doing exactly what you want it to do. If it's not, you should have some kind of a question or concern as to why that isn't happening. And this is the perfect time to ask that. Whether it's now because you're on the call, or whether it's later because you've watched it and your business isn't doing what you want it to do, what are the times to like post those questions in the team page? Contact me on Facebook. I'm like the awesome Facebook Messenger guy. I mean, I will like pretty much live on that thing. Back. I mean, ask these questions. Ask the hard questions. You're going to get some kind of an answer. Something you can use, something you can go with, something you can try. But you got to ask the questions first. So I'm going to put that out there. If your business isn't doing what you want it to do, there's a reason that it's not. And you need to have a question. Always come with questions.
Well, I have a question. Go ahead.
No, I don't have a question. I was going to say, well, it's like you said, Gavin. Like, I don't know why like my business is not doing like it's supposed to, is because I'm not stepping more out of my comfort zone. I think I know that is just how I go about doing that. Is just where I'm trying to figure out. And I mean, it's like you said though. You have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit more. You know, you can't be too comfortable where you at. That's why it's not going to happen.
Right.
I get that. But it's just for me. It's just trying to figure out how I'm going to go about stepping way out. You know, like sometimes I step out, but I don't step way out there instead of stepping. You know, where it's like it makes me almost afraid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I get what you're saying, but it's just something that I have to figure out.
The way I always see the comfort zone thing is the more you do it, the easier it gets. And
right.
It's like where you're at is like you're at that point, you know, which is good. You know what you need to do. You just have to do it. So you have to decide, like, here is this moment. Here's this perfect opportunity for me to step way out of my comfort zone. I can do it, or I can just stay where I'm at right here. So you're going to have these opportunities to do it. It's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to take the step and do it. And the first time might be like a crazy failure. Doesn't matter, because you know what happened is you did it once. So the next time you do it, you're going to be better and it's going to be easier. That's how it works. But you have to be willing to do it the first time. That's the hardest time. It's like the day one of the workout, right? I just talked about this today, I think, in a post on somebody else's thing. Everybody needs to have a day one. It's the hardest day. Day one. You got to do it. It's the same thing here. It gets easier after day one, right? You get into a routine. It just gets easier. That's how it happens. Same thing here. It's no different.
Hey, put yourself back at that time when you started teaching classes, body pump and like all that and combat, and that first class that you taught, you know, like that feeling that you just went out there and you just did it. And the feeling afterwards is like people were so like, they, you know, like, awesome. Thank you for doing that. Awesome. You know, where have you been? I needed that. And they fed off that.
It wasn't like.
Well, I'm sure it was. I'm sure to you it might not have been, but I'm sure to other people it was like, yeah, you know, I needed that workout today. I had a crappy, you just got to do it. Like, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, my first time I taught it, it was horrible. It was so bad.
How is it now?
Now it's.
Oh, it's a cakewalk, man. I can go in there and just, you know.
It's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Right?
There it is, right there. It's a perfect example. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're walking into a haunted house and like, you know, like it's nothing crazy bad. Like you're helping people. You're reaching out to somebody and saying, hey, you know, this might help you. This might be a solution. This might help you with this, that, whatever. It's something that's going to end up being hopefully positive. So it's not like you're saying, go in that closet, somebody's going to jump out and scare you. And, you know, like it's good. Just got to take the step.
Just got to take the step. I like it. It's good. Did you have a question, Melissa, by the way? Did you have something?
Can I fit it in 3 minutes? Yes.
It's okay.
Okay, so when you go in your Coach Online office, and you go under like your your graphical genealogy, like sponsorship drill down.
Yep.
If somebody is flashing red or not flashing red inactive, what does that mean again?
Flashing red inactive?
Not flashing, just red inactive. If
Okay,
they're gray inactive,
red inactive means like if they don't get their 50 volume in by the next pay period, then they'll actually be inactive.
you said gray or red?
Red, because
Red.
then after that it'll turn black. So they used to have the flashing inactive. They took that out, so now it's just red and it's black.
Red and black.
Yep. So red means that basically when that next Wednesday comes up, if they don't have their 50 volume in, that Thursday they'll actually be an inactive coach.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to have that again. Okay.
Okay, so I will get this recording up on YouTube and I will post it to the team page.
Just a little bit off topic a little bit. There was unless you know about this, Carrie, her post about Shakeology and the 21-day fix. I never did. I saved that post, but I never posted it. Gavin, I was wondering. I was wondering if you ever had like an experience with somebody just comes out and just completely just bash like everything about Shakeology and 21-day fix and things like that. Now, one, and I think she had no backup information or anything. She's just like, no, it doesn't work, this and that. And I got into a little debate with her. I said, why do you think it doesn't work? She's like, well, the 21-day fix only put me on this many calories, and Shakeology doesn't have enough calories in it, which in the kind of way it does not, but that's why you mix it with other things. So I just want to know if you ever had any experience with that. I'm gonna post the post on the page.
Yeah. I hope we don't run out of time here, but yeah. I mean, I've kind of approached it the same way that you have. I mean, sometimes I don't even get involved in those because it's pointless, and you're just going to go back and forth and argue with people. And like you said, most of the time they don't have facts or anything. They're just complaining to complain is really what it comes down to. So most of the time it's not going to be worth it. But I mean, if you approach it like you did, like, well, what part of it do you not think works? Or, you know, like, there's something that I can kind of help you with and something you didn't understand about it. What part didn't you like about it? I mean, those are fair questions, I think. But, I mean, most of the time you're going to get in an arguing match. And not really.
This is one of my concerns. This is one of my concerns with any coaches who's out there,